Good morning, Facebook. It's Rebecca, and this is the Joslyn Variety Show, episode number 10. Episode number 10. It's Friday, so we are going to go for a quick walk around the track because Veronica is off on Fridays, and she is our fearless exercise leader. So if you'd like to join us, we've got some of the essential Joslyn personnel here on property. They're taking a quick break from their duties to go on a walk with us. So let me flip you around so you can see everybody. Say good morning, and we're off.
All right.
So, as usual, we're going to talk about how important it is to get out and about and to walk, to keep distance between you and the person that you're walking with if you have a walking companion, or to just walk on your own because it's beautiful out, and that's okay too. It's a lovely spring day. We want y'all to enjoy it and get that fresh air. So those of you who know, this is our President's Auditorium over here on the right. We had Penny's Pantry this morning and a really great turnout. We had more than our average, which we are very, very happy about. So I hope that part of that is because y'all watched that video yesterday and heard us asking you to come. So here we come around the track. It's like the racehorses. Oh, do you guys see the butterflies? Good morning, team. Oh, one's is good. We gotta get into Susan. All right, say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody. All right, so this morning we have Susan back again. She did some brain games with us on Friday or Wednesday, but today we're going to talk about your legacy. Since we're all home and have lots of time on our hands, that is a perfect opportunity to put some of that time to good use. And part of that is making sure that you have documents and photographs and all of that in order if you want to pass them on to your kids or to your grandkids. So, Susan's here. She's going to talk to us a little bit about that, and then we're going to go talk about our Adopt a Brick program. But first, Susan, so let me flip you around. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. So, I think everyone has lots of time on their hands. So I thought a good little project for you to do would be to give your grandkids or your kids, and they may not really appreciate it right now, but I think they will as they get older. It's to give them a history and talk about your life. So you probably want to start with a chart that tells who your parents were and your grandparents, and probably as far back as you can go, and then go the other way. Who were your kids? Who were your grandkids? And this I just looked up online, and it's actually called a pedigree chart, but it's really for people. And you can see it here, just one example of something that you can go on the internet and you can fill out. Or you can make your own, do your own thing. Or just write it down. You know, who were your parents? Who were your great-grandparents? And then where were they from? And where did they live? And how old were they when they died? And maybe a story about all of them or any of them that would be really interesting for your kids. So I actually found this book that I had got at College of the Desert. Sometimes they have book sales, and the book sales, if you go on Sunday, they're a bag for $5. So sometimes you get books that you never would buy, but I just happened to get this book, and it was called Right Life, How to Create a Keepsake. And I think Rebecca, you've gone to COD to get some books also.
They have an excellent book there. In fact, this weekend we're supposed to have one in Palm Springs, I think it was. Unfortunately, it's been canceled, but I really encourage you guys, if you are a reader or if you like resource books, check out the book sales that the different libraries and schools have in the Valley, typically quarterly or yearly, because you can get great deals and have a ton of reading material that'll last you months.
Yeah, usually we go and I get at least a bag full of books. And they're interesting. If you want to go on Amazon, I checked out, there were a couple books yesterday. It's called The Book of Me, The Story of My Life. And two books. The Book of Me is one of them, and The Story of My Life is another one. And they'll help you really, if you really want to get into it, really tell you what you should exactly write. But this book also it's broken down into like childhood. So you can think about childhood stories. Elementary school, had you walked to school? How much was milk when you went to school? What did you eat for lunch? And you can talk about also childhood friends. What stories can you think about that? What was your favorite thing to do in elementary school or as a kid? Did you have a favorite hobby? Did you have a favorite exercise? Were on a team? I guess that'd be more junior high or high school. Were you on a team?
What were your teams?
What was that?
What were your teams?
Actually, I wasn't on any team. But I did, let's see, I played the flute in junior high for a year.
I'll give you that.
You were on some teams, weren't you?
I played water polo for a couple of years. I did theater. I was a nerd.
Oh, I actually was in a dance production in high school.
All right. See, things like that are things that your kids and your grandkids would love to know about you as they start looking at their ancestry and their family histories.
And there might be some good stories, like when did you get your driver's license? Who taught you how to drive? Because in those days, I think your friends used to be able to teach you. Now you have to go to school, you have to take tests, it's a lot different. So any of fun stories that you think they might enjoy, and then when you got married, if you got married, who were you married to, and what was life like that? And how much did your house cost? How much did your car cost? Because those are really interesting facts to hear. Because it's amazing how cheap things were, especially gas. How much did gas, gas wars. You probably could tell stories about the gas wars. That was so cheap. And then I remember even lining up to get gas on odd or even days, depending on what your license plate was. So there's lots of stories that kids probably have no idea what's happened in your life. So that would be really fun to write all these things down. And remember, they may not appreciate it now, but as they get older, I think they really appreciate it. So just think about stories in your life, just write them down, and even talk to your kids if they're interested, or your grandkids. Because I know some grandkids, I think my two nieces, they asked my mom some questions because they were doing an ancestry genealogy type of thing with their school. So it could be really fun, really interesting, and really eye-opening for them.
And not just ancestry and stories. If you are like me and you happen to have boxes of photographs at home that are not labeled, not categorized, and could use a little TLC, this is a really good opportunity to pull those out. Maybe don't write on the back of them, because sometimes that doesn't, the ink that you use can be a problem, or it'll seep through. But if you've got a stack of Post-it notes at home, you can just write who was in the picture, what year was it, what were you guys doing? Stick a sticky note on the back of it, and maybe if you aren't up for a whole album production right now, that can be something that you can do later, but at least it'll give you those first steps to getting started to organizing your photos, organizing your memorabilia, things like that.
And if you have any questions or anything, you can always call me or Rebecca. I'm Susan Chinsky working at the Wellness Center. And thank you for today. And I think Rebecca has some other stuff she wants to show you about the Joslyn Center.
Since we're talking about legacy and how to leave a legacy, I'm going to take you outside and show you one way to do that. So, come with me. Bye, Susan. Thanks so much.
Thanks.
Let's head outside. Several programs here at the Joslyn Center that are opportunities for you to make your mark here. We have, I believe we currently have a name a room. You can also become a sponsor or a donor. One of those options is right outside here for our Adopt a Brick wall. So ignore my tripod here. I'm working with what we've got. But you will notice up on the wall here we have a lot of great tributes to different individuals who have been part of the Joslyn Center or have had friends or spouses at the Joslyn. You'll see we have several in loving memories of. We have thank yous. We have tributes to spouses. So I wanted you guys to know about this opportunity because there's plenty of wall left to go and more wall to use, and we really love having these tribute bricks. They are a great way to recognize somebody in your life. You can pay tribute to somebody, you can send a message to, maybe you have a favorite Joslyn staff member, or maybe you have a favorite volunteer that you want to acknowledge. It can be in memory of or in honor of. It could be for a birthday or Mother's Day or special event. A way to thank somebody it's a really great honor. So these bricks are $100. You can process the form online if you're comfortable using our website. That way you don't have to worry about coming into the center or sending a check or anything. But if you are comfortable doing that, that's an option as well. You can send a check. We'll help you with how to fill out the form so that you can say what you want to say on the brick. You can call Ellen. She's going to help you out with that. Her extension is 105. So if you call the center at 760-340-3220, extension 105, just let Ellen know that you want to be part of the Adopt a Brick program. And she will get you to help filling out the brick and sending in the money and all of that. It's a really great permanent reminder and tribute to the people that you love or to the things that you love, and a really valuable donation to us as well, because especially now that we don't have any program fees coming in and some of our support and sponsorship is down, every bit counts for us. It helps keep the staff here doing our essential services, making sure that our seniors have the access and resources that they need. So if you're looking for a way to give back or to donate to the community, consider the bricks. You can say anything you want, you can give a message to anybody you want, and it'll mean a lot to us here at the Joslyn. So give us a call if you've got any questions. And it's Friday, so we won't see you guys for the next 2 days. Enjoy your weekend, stay home, stay safe. I know that usually I would ask my coworkers, what are your weekend plans? What are we doing this weekend? So it's a new world for all of us, but it's the most important thing that you take care of yourself and you take care of your community. So stay home, and we will talk to you guys on Monday. Enjoy your weekend.